Okay guys, so this is incredible. Check this out. I was on my way out the door, was not expecting any packages. There was a big box at my front door, and I was like, what the hell could this be? Because I didn't know. And this is a ton of gloves that Brian Pierce sent to me. He works for the company that makes Microflex, and basically how this all happened was there was a guy that posted in the MILLIE club asking you know, what kind of gloves people suggested as far as durability and stuff goes for I'm not sure what he was working on, but something where you want to be able to still have good dexterity and you want a glove that's not gonna rip up and tear up really easily. Well, I remembered back in my mechanic days, which I was a ASC certified mechanic for maybe 6 or 7 years, I would always use these gloves right here, the Microflex diamond grip gloves. And the reason I tried these in the first place was mainly because all the mechanics in the shop were using these, and I borrowed a pair of gloves from somebody one day, because in the beginning I would never wear gloves. I was like, you know, what gloves? Psh, that's for women. Women wear gloves. Men don't need to wear gloves. Well, eventually I decided, hey, why not try out a pair? And these changed my whole perspective on rubber gloves, because these they held up to more abuse than any other rubber type of glove that I had used before, and you still have good dexterity. So I was able to, you know, work with nuts and bolts and screws and stuff and have good dexterity with my fingers, and, you know, not have any issues working while wearing the gloves. These are latex, and from what I understand, latex has a huge advantage over the nitrile or whatever the other materials are, because it has better elasticity, and it's more tear and puncture resistant, and you just have better dexterity in it. So yeah, I wrote a long comment explaining why I recommended that he give these a try. Well, turns out there's a guy that works for this company that was that he's a member of the MILLIE club. He's part of the knife community, and he saw my comment and reached out to me and said, hey, you know, thank you for recommending our product, blah, blah, blah. I mean, guys, this is crazy. You never know who's watching. And he didn't, I don't think he even knew I had a channel. He didn't ask me to post anything. I'm doing this all on my own because I think this is very generous and very kind. These gloves are literally the best in my opinion, but they're not very cheap. They are like $25 a box. Now, they're worth it if you do a job where, you know, you might want to wear gloves, and you know the rest. So I definitely recommend these. This is insane. He sent me 3 or 2 boxes of these, which are my favorite. I love these. I'm gonna bring a box of these into the barber shop. Currently, the ones that I use when I'm in the barber shop are these right here, the sand neck, and this is the company that makes the neck strips and stuff. And these are just black nitrile gloves. These work just fine for being a barber. You don't need gloves that are really tough. So these do okay, but and they're cheaper. But I'm looking forward to using some pairs of these. And I really should be using gloves more often, because when you're doing a lot of shorter haircuts and you're doing those really precise fades, and you're you know, trimming off just the smallest particle of hairs to, you know, that could be the difference between a really amazing fade, you know, really amazing blend, and having a blend that's just mediocre. So all those little hairs, they're sharp and they get all stuck into your skin. It's called hair splinters. A lot of them go unnoticed, but sometimes they can be really painful and they can be a bitch to get out. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to try these out. As a barber, it's been years, and I have a ton of these. These are the Microflex Midnight powder-free nitrile examination gloves. I'm gonna give these a try also. So these are probably gonna be more similar to the ones that I am accustomed to using as a barber. And he sent me 2 big packs of these. And then right here, Microflex Onyx. So this is another type. This is powder-free nitrile examination gloves. So it says textured fingers. The Midnight ones, fully textured. Okay, so these ones are fully textured. This one seems to be textured fingers. I don't know what the real difference is going to be between the two in practical terms, but I'm interested to find out, or curious. So sent me 2 boxes of those. Very, very generous. A lot of these which are my favorite. I'm gonna bring a box of those to work with me. And yeah. And he also sent me another pair of gloves, which I kind of forgot about, honestly, because they are not a style that I would typically use for much. But yeah, that reminds me, I also got a package they sent me with these. So I guess Alpha Tech is also under the same company, and I believe the parent company is Ansell, A-N-S-E-L-L. Yeah, that is the parent company. So they make all kinds of different gloves, and these ones, you know, these are kind of like seem like a rubberized work glove. These are not going to be for, you know, very precise, you know, task, or they're not going to be ideal for working with small parts and pieces. They're a little bit looser fitting, they're thicker, you're not going to have that dexterity, but these might be good for certain, you know, nasty jobs that you need some good grip and everything, and you want to have your hands either covered to keep them clean or covered to keep them protected. Either way, you know, I'm sure eventually there will be some kind of task that comes up that these will be useful for, and then I'll be able to put these to the test. But yeah, since this came up, or since this just showed up, I figured I'd make a quick video and just give a shout out to Brian and a big thank you. This was very generous of you. You did not have to do this, but like I said, much appreciated. And yeah, hope everybody has a great day. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.